Hi. Hopefully we're coming in okay. We'll give it a minute and start going here. Let me just check my phone, make sure we're actually coming in okay.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. How come I don't get notifications for my own videos? Makes no sense, you know what I mean? Let us know if you guys see us so we know how we're looking and sounding. That's not what I
I
wanted.
can't read it, so I have no idea who's here.
Is
But hi
we'll
to
go over
all.
that. We'll go over who's here in a minute. I just want to make sure everybody can hear us and see us before I go too far.
Mm,
Because we know our internet isn't always the best at times, but usually it's good because of Starlink.
mhm. And we're outside now.
Yes, we are.
Woo-hoo.
Yep. Okay, I see us on the phone. Well, I did.
Whoops. Blink.
Come on, open up. Everybody says we're looking good.
Oh,
All
good.
right. All right.
Good.
Well,
We show up.
I forgot to take the ads off that thing. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
All right. So let's start at the top and see who's in here.
okay. Read it to
We
me.
got Carl from Miller Outdoors. Good to see you, Carl. We get Andy, Backyard Trucker, Aqua Donkey, Janet Parrish, Arlene. Good to see you all. There's P&J, it's Paula and Jason, Homestead Adventure. Good to see you both. Hopefully you're doing good. And everybody's chatting back and forth.
Good.
There's Dorothy Richardson. Good to see you, Dorothy. Welcome in. Ashley Anderson's here. Thank you, Ashley, for being here. He's one of our moderators,
Excellent.
along with P&J and Miss Alone.
Mhm.
There's Susan Cover. Good to see you, Susan. And P&J is already dropping links. Thank you very much. There's Joseph Masharchi. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Joseph. I don't want to butcher it. Masarchi? No, that's not even close. Never mind. I'm not even going to try.
I can't see it
Yeah, and there's Miss Alone. Good to see you, Miss Alone.
again.
Everybody's greeting one another. There's Clint from East Texas. You guys getting hot down there, Clint?
Probably.
Everybody says we're looking good.
I lived in Beaumont for a while.
Yeah. There's DJ Campbell. Miss Arlene again.
Yes.
And I think we're at the bottom. Whew, thank you. All right. Phew. Well, hopefully you guys are doing okay. We're doing great up here. We're getting things done. Hey, Cordless Tool, good to see you in here. We still have snow.
We do.
Quite a bit of it, actually. We've got
Yep.
down to this much in places. In some places, we've got about 2 feet.
In some place we have mud.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys a little, I'm letting the battery charge a little bit. Actually, it's charged enough. I can give you a quick peek around. Don't mind the yard. It is a mess because we are starting to move things around. We'll go over to the south side of the property here first. And as you see, there's still snow. It don't look like much, but it is quite a bit. And we got a baby dog. We got the sunshade down too because it is sunny out. It don't look like a lot, but it's 2 feet in places. Most places it's a foot or under. Ooh, my hair's went wild, sorry. But there is quite a bit of snow still out there.
And I've stayed pretty much on the trails and in the house for the last week because last week when I went out, I went in up to my hip.
Yeah, she got stuck in the
I
snow.
got stuck. And Mishka was laughing at me and Rob wasn't around.
Yeah, she got stuck right out here, actually. I was in the barn working on our new dining table, and she come busting in the door. I was stuck. And I went, okay. And then she showed me where she gets stuck, and I kind of laughed. I mean, she's literally like,
Could have known better.
yeah, she's literally like 5 feet from the porch.
Yeah.
But she did get out, so that was good. Let's see if we got anybody new in here. We got Corliss Tool in here. We already said hi. And Penny Johnson. Celeste Carlton. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you in here. Mud Butt and the Pup and the Mutt. Good to see you in here. Everybody saying hi. Hello, Robin Sarah's from the last Cut the Cord. Good to see you in here, guys. All right, there we go. But anyways, yeah, we still got quite a bit of snow.
Yep.
And I was feeling adventurous today, and I took off on the four-wheeler after getting it out of the wood barn.
Yeah, I'm not the only silly one here.
Where it was all winter, and it started right up and got around the front, and oh, Sarah's got alcohol abuse going on here.
Dearie.
It's all right.
Table on my paws.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this girl. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you. Hey, Bob. But I went down the trail and I started going down the front hill, going up the first hill. And my gas gauge must be wrong on it because it said I had a quarter of a tank and I got a quarter of the way up the hill and it ran out of fuel. So I walked back up to the house, grabbed the gas can, topped it off, got it started, and had to winch myself probably about 40 feet and got it up and running. Got to the next small hill, which I knew I was going to get stuck because I know it was deep snow right there. It was a snowdrift. Hit that and I sank up to the axles. Took about 10 minutes to get out of that. And then got all the way down by the tracks and I got stuck down there. The one spot I thought I was going to get stuck at was where the creek crossing is, and I didn't get stuck there. I got stuck about 20 yards past that. And like I said, I got all the way down to the tracks, not to the tracks exactly because there's water down there, and checked everything out to see if I could get back down there easily enough. And coming back, was zipping right along, got to the Y to the upper trail, started going up that, sank to the axles. And I started winching myself out and the winch broke. And so I had to walk back and grab the worn winch that we connect the drill with, like kind of like what Adam and Phil's have, and went back down and winched myself up that hill. And then I actually just rode all the way up until I got about 25 yards that way.
But the dogs and I went down and helped.
Yeah. And I got stuck right there and I had Sarah bring the side by side over and just winch me out with that. It was a lot easier. And now I was sitting up in the yard and it's all good.
Here we are.
So, but something that should have taken about 15 minutes turned into a 2-hour adventure. And no, I forgot my camera, so I didn't film any of it. Hey, Bron, good to see you, Bron.
Bron's here.
Good to see you. And I see Adam Weiss is in the house as well. Good to see you, Adam. Okay. And if you have questions, make sure you tag us in it so we can see it. Give us a couple thumbs up like this. See if it does it today.
Nothing.
Nope, it doesn't want to do it today. Sorry, guys. But yeah, just get our attention and we'll make sure that we read your comment. And if we don't see it, ask again.
Yeah.
And if we still don't see it, make sure one of my moderators see it. We have quite a few moderators in here. We got Alone, we got P&J's, we got Ashley, Adam and Phyllis from Let's Cut the Quarter in here somewhere. I think Tiffany, I think was in here too. Did I see Tiffany come in? I don't know. Did
I can't read anything.
Rivers and Roots Outdoors. Good to see you, Rivers and Roots. Is that who I think it is?
Who what?
Is that Josh?
I
think it might be Josh. Yeah, I think it is.
Be nice, Josh from
North Pole.
Oh,
yep,
good.
from North Pole.
Nice. Yeah.
So if you have questions, ask. No, we've been doing great. It's been warm. We've been in the mid 50s for probably about a week and a half now.
Yeah.
Night times are going down to around 38 down to 32 occasionally. But most of the time it's staying around 38. And the snow is going. It's just taking its time. I wish I could go and it disappear, but that's not going to happen.
Well, there wasn't that much of it this year, but it's still taking a long time to go away.
Yep. Yes, Aqua Donkey Martini.
And Manhattan.
Yep. Yeah, Sarah's got her Manhattan. Hey, Sandala, good to see you. It's Jerry Odell. Greetings from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Wow.
Nice to meet you. Oh, hang on. I see Clint had a question. Clint, make sure you tag us in so I see it. It says, have you had any issues with critters since the snow is melting? Not yet.
Yeah.
We have not seen any tracks of bears, and sadly, we have not seen our moose much. We had the wolves. The wolves were in the area not that long ago, and there was a lot of howling going on, and I have not seen moose tracks since. So I'm really hoping that they did not get the mama.
That would be awful.
Because we did have 3 pregnant cows in the area, so we're hoping that the wolves didn't get them. So it says it's Sunday morning and it's 15 Celsius. Oh, you on Australia? I can't remember. So many people. Can't remember where everybody's from.
My mathematical conversions. I know there's 32 degrees difference. 32 is freezing here, zeros. Yep.
Diane, nice to see you in here, Diane. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. But yeah, sorry, Clint. Yeah, go back to that. No, we haven't really seen that many critters out here.
No.
it's kind of disheartening because normally this time of year we're seeing a lot of animals moving around, but we haven't really seen any. Let's see. I see a question from Sandollar. Question: what is your volcano game plan? Well, we have everything we need to basically button up the house to keep any of the ash out.
Yeah.
This is a ash type volcano eruption. It's not a lava
lava.
eruption. So it's just going to spew a lot of hot gas up
Mhm.
and ash up, which is basically volcanic glass. And depending on what's going on with which way the atmosphere is moving, because even though the wind may be going south here, a couple thousand feet up, it might be going in a totally different direction with the jet streams. So if everything's kind of going south, we won't get much up here. But if it has part of it going, the jet stream is going north or northwest, there's a chance we could get some. We do have filters and things like that to help keep the dust out of the house. We have pantyhose for going on the air filter to help run the generator so it doesn't clog the generators, because if it gets in there, it can mess up your cylinders, and you don't want to have to be pulling apart an engine trying to fix that. That's not fun.
That it needs for the truck if it.
Yep, we have extra air filters for the trucks and the truck and stuff like that. I'm ordering a maintenance kit for the side by side here soon, as well as the other machinery, so I can, if it does happen, I can change it out really quick. All right, Bob has a question. It says, in July, I'm going on an Alaskan cruise to Sitka, Skagway, and Juneau. Any suggestions on what I must do or see? Down in that area, I'm not sure, but I know the train has a train down there. I think it goes up to Skagway. I would check that out. The train is always a fun thing to do, but we're kind of partial to it because that's how we have to get around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we are biased.
yeah.
Get.
But there's a lot to see down in that area. I mean, you can go to places and go out and try to go get some gold.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley. Remind everybody to give us a thumbs up.
Oh, sweet.
Janice says, is the table finished? What type of legs are going on it? It is almost finished. I'm waiting on a couple of pieces to come in, but we're going to put it in the house tomorrow temporarily to see how we're going to arrange it, because I then have to move some lighting around too and see how it goes. And then when I'm in town, the rest of the parts I need should be in. I have the legs, and they are not metal or wood legs. They are metal.
They're metal, and they're an X.
Yep.
With a rectangle at the center.
So you can put a cross brace in.
Right.
But we'll post a picture of it, and there will be a video on the build on it. It's looking really good.
The legs are my concession back to modern.
Yeah.
They're clean and crisp, and they're rugged enough.
Yep.
To hold a good size table.
Yep. And Clint says, so basically Volcano's like a woman throwing a fit, kick up some dust, some dirt, and scare the death out of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's still a good chance that
Nothing could happen.
It won't happen. I mean, volcanoes get hot and bothered all the time and then just go and do nothing and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it doesn't do like a Mount St. Helens back in the 80s and just totally annihilate everything in sight. But I mean, we're far enough away. I think when I measured out, we're about 90 some odd miles away from it. So I'm not really overly worried about, the pyroclastic flow coming out of it when it erupts. I mean, we'll hear it, but I don't think we'll really feel anything from it. Maybe a little bit of a shaker on the ground. Speaking of shakers, Willow got hit by an earthquake the other day, and it was not far from Alaska cut the cord, and we didn't feel a thing.
We didn't feel anything.
Nope. It was actually quite calm that day.
Yeah. What does Zuby or Mishka see?
She's watching stuff out in the snow.
Yep, watching.
Mishka's out on the deck with us, and she's seeing bugs and everything flying around, so she's infatuated with a lot of different things. Ashley and everybody's sharing out links. And Jerry has a question. What is your first take on your new solar electric system? The solar panels are amazing.
Yeah.
The batteries are good. However, the issue I have with the batteries right now is because their native voltage is a 12-volt system, and I have them in a 24-volt system. The balancing is not happening too well, and I'm not happy about that. And I'm in the works with Varderer to figure out what is going on with that to see if we can rectify that. If it can't get rectified, then I will take those batteries out and put the lead acids back in there. And I will take those 12-volt batteries and put them in the man cave, and I'll just run a 12-volt system in there. And then they'll be in their native voltage, so there shouldn't be an issue with the voltage differences. Because right now, one's sitting at 100% charged and one's sitting around 70% charged, and
Mm.
that should not be happening.
Mm-mm.
They should be taking the voltage together and properly charging, and it's not. But as the batteries are standalone, they would be fine. But again, when you take a 12 volt and put it into a 24 volt group, you're changing its native voltage, and it can cause issues, which is what we're facing now. Not a fault of them or the battery. It's because I chose to put it into a 24 volt system.
And I don't notice a single thing different in the way the house runs.
Yep. Hey, Josh, good to see you. Thank you for reminding people to get the thumbs up.
Oh, sweet.
Ashley's dropping links.
Okay.
And everybody's telling Clint how funny he is. Got his dad jokes going on. Hey, what's going on, Electric Gold Hunter? Good to see you. Looks like it has warmed up. Yep, we've been in the mid 50s, my friend.
Yep, perfectly comfortable. Yeah, we're sitting outside on the porch.
Yep. In search of gold. Good to see you. Just going through, see if I see anybody coming in. Everybody's thanking Ashley for dropping links.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah, Clint says, oh wow, yeah. Mount St. Helens was brutal, yes.
Yeah, it was.
Again, if you have questions, make sure you ask. Hey, Elfish, good to see you. Sister Stephanie, hello from Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, not far from my old stomping grounds. Nice to see you in here. Tiffany from Canadian Family is saying welcome to everybody that comes in. The chicks are doing good. We actually have 2 batches that have been hatched out. We have the 4 original ones that came about a month and a half ago. They are actually out in the chicken coop, just separated from the other chickens. And we have some little peepers that are about a week old now upstairs. And they're doing great.
One of them was born the day after all the others, the other 3. And I hope she.
Yeah, we hope she. I did check the wing feathers, and they all look like they are she's.
But she sits in the food bowl.
Yeah.
She takes up the whole food bowl now.
And she was the runt of the litter.
She was, well,
Day late,
day late.
and about a quarter pound too short.
Yeah.
Or quarter ounce on her behalf, because she's probably about 2 ounces.
Little thing. They're funny.
Good. Janet says, can't wait to see the table finished. Go ahead, what are you gonna say, honey?
We can't either. The bigger ones want to get out of their own little crate.
Yeah.
And they want to run all over the place.
Yeah, that's it. We call them the teens.
Yeah. They are just like teenagers.
Yeah, the BMS is not communicating properly. It doesn't have RJ45 cables that go between them. They're just not communicate that way. They, like I said, they weren't really meant to work out of the 12 volt native voltage. So it is what it is. If they can make it work, they will make it work. If not, then I'll use them for a different application.
There's certainly enough work for everything.
Yes.
That we have up here.
Definitely. Because we're going to be trying some different things, and we'll tell you guys about it this year. That's going to hopefully make things a little easier on like wood and stuff like that.
Easier for him. My life's easy anyway.
Somebody's cooking something there. I see somebody saying something delicious.
Ooh, delicious.
Oh, venison.
Yeah, see, that's one thing you don't get here.
That's not nice, Paul and Jason.
No.
Hello, Darren. This is from Glendora, California. Nice. Janice says, cheers to Sarah. Clint says, have they started crab season again? And do you all go planning crab fishing? Now, we don't have a boat. Adam and Phyllis do, but I don't like, they've got other things going on they need to be focusing on. So we're not even gonna think about crabbing.
They have a huge amount of work to do this year, this spring.
Oh yeah, Adam's got his hands full.
Absolutely.
Definitely, and
building a whole new lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I can't have crab.
Yeah,
my lip,
he's allergic to it.
My face swells up and it's terrible.
Yep. Hey, Archaeology and Gold, good to see you in here. Boondogger, good to see you. Judy Shoemaker. I felt the earthquake, nothing too scary, right?
No, nothing too scary. Glad yours wasn't scary either.
Oh, that's Judy. I know who that is.
Oh,
that's next door to Adam Phillips.
Oh, how lovely. Yes. Oh, yes.
Genesis, I'll trade times 90s here in Florida. No, thank you. You keep that right down there.
Right there. We don't want it. That's why we came here.
Oh, Paul and Jay's gonna have jerky soon. Very nice.
Nice.
Everybody's saying hi to Gail, who is Gail should be archaeology and gold, if I remember right. You'll see a lot of my friends from the gold community in here from, and I know the names, but I don't always remember what names go where. All right, so let's see. Sandal says I made lemon cupcakes with butter, powdered sugar, lemon frosting to take. Oh my!
Oh, where were you taking?
Not here, unfortunately.
Dear. Right up
Oh
my
wow!
alley.
And those sound really good. I was gonna say something. I had a brain fart. I'm sorry.
When that happens.
It's been
not just me.
It hasn't been a long day, but I'll say it's been a long day. We walked quite a bit today.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. This summer we've got some stuff going on. Like I was saying earlier, I might have been talking to somebody to Alone earlier. We've got to I'm running into town this coming Thursday. I've got to get the snow tires taken off on the truck, have the summer tires put on, because once the hurricane starts running on a regular basis, Sarah and I actually are driving to the North Pole.
Yes.
We've got to go up and pick up some wood slabs up there that we found online for doing our countertops in the kitchen, because the ones we have in there are about that thick and they're cupping. They were not meant for that. And we found a mill up in North Pole that had some that are dry, and they agreed to hold them for us until we can get up there in May. So it's going to be good to get up there and get those. And this is going to be our first time really venturing away from the valley, the Metz Valley.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking forward to that. It's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Adam Wise ready to go swimming? Nope.
No.
And Alaska Gold Hunter says, hopefully you find a good patch of gold out there. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing around with what I brought back from a couple locations over this winter time. So I'll let you know. But you've got a lot more experience doing gold up here. And I know who Alaska Gold Hunter is. Chances are some of you guys may know too that are not part of the gold community. But I won't say anything because I can't remember 100% names and places and stuff like that.
He's better than I am.
Sorry, it's a mosquito flanner.
Round.
Got him. It's a mosquito. Yes, they're out. We have snow mosquitoes here.
There's another one.
Yeah. The Sandal says, thank you, Alone. Is Henry Leslie, Vermont. Good to see you, Henry.
People.
Yeah. Listed a homestead priority. Yes, North Pole. There's another one. Got that one. Damn snow skeeters. If I talk too fast, tell me, because I do talk fast sometimes.
Yes, he does. Faster than I can.
There's Ed from Mountain Mariner. Good to see you, Ed. Checking in. Hopefully everyone busy on the vessel right now. Have a good one. You too, Ed. Good to see you.
Absolutely. He has my favorite place. It's even
video.
more remote than we are.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you, James. Don't forget to say hi to Santa, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun trip. It's gonna be the two of us and the two dogs.
Yep.
And we're gonna kind of enjoy it. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time up because we're not gonna need to get back down here to get the wood back down to Anchorage to get sent up on a train. Right. And then we've got to get prepped because within a couple of weeks of that, my brother John Hogan's coming back up here for another month. So we need to make sure we're ready to get John. It's gonna be more fun than it was the last time, I think.
Oh my God. I don't know if that's possible. It was a riot last time.
Yeah.
We had a ball.
Oh, James is from Tennessee, south of Nashville. Nice. I got family from
Nashville, what's left of it.
Oh, Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
She misunderstood me because I do, like I said, I do talk fast sometimes. Brain fart. Anyways, moving on. It was talking back and forth. Let's see. Alaska Gold Hunter. Got to get back to work. Had to pop in and say hello. Not a problem, my friend.
Glad to see you here.
Yeah. And there's Matt's Garage. Good to see you, Matt. I'm sure Kim is here. And yep, there's Kim. 45 degrees here, rainy here today, crazy for the end of April in PA. Yep, we're 54 degrees right now, so it's quite nice up here.
It is. And no rain.
Yep. And I see Boondogger says up bear hunting a few weeks ago and had my first encounter with white sock skeeters. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
He's dead.
They're just going too.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah, and it's unusual. Usually we don't really get bothered by mosquitoes here at the house.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, we're waiting to see if we get any bear tracks around. We haven't seen any yet.
Yeah.
Willow's had them. There was one running around in Talkeetna the other day.
Mhm.
Anchorage has had a couple of them, but we haven't had any here yet. Hopefully soon.
Mhm. Mhm.
Archaeologist says, I was just wanting to confirm you are getting the new countertops from the North Pole.
Yes.
Well, the wood's coming from the
Just
North
not
Pole.
baking them.
The wood's coming from the North Pole. I'll have to assemble.
Yes. Some assembly required.
Right. Like old metal detecting adventures, curmudgeon. When you talk about prospecting, what's your favorite equipment? Do you use sluice, dredge, pan?
It's small scale.
I have, when I'm out in the field,
Yeah.
I just carry a shovel and a bucket and
Yeah.
or shovel in my pans
Mhm.
and a small classifier. Here at the house, I have, for doing the heavy stuff, I have a gold cube, and I also have a number of other cleanup sluices. I have a micro cleanup sluice from Plower Gold Wizards, and I have a cleanup buddy that I recently got, and I have some new gold stuff that I got purchased from somebody locally in town that I have to assemble. It's about a 4 foot long sluice. It's about 6 inches wide, but it's meant to recirculate from bucket to bucket, and I've got to get a piece of piping in between and reseal everything. So that'll be a little bit of fun. But I'm going to build a small, sounds funny, but a small wash plant this summer to help wash rocks, because we need more rocks all around the property for on the walkways and stuff like that. So we're might as well kill two birds with one stone by
Right.
looking for it and go, why we keep losing signal.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know
use
what's
the
going
rocks
on.
and he uses the dirt.
Yeah. So sorry about the losing the signal. I don't know what's going on here.
No clue.
Alone says, I just love your smile, Sarah. It's contagious. Right.
Thanks, sweetie.
Hello, Dina. Good to see you. Clint says mosquitoes are already brutal around here. Yeah, you can keep those down there. We're gonna keep ours here.
Yeah, ours, I have not been really like bitten.
Nope.
There are things that bite me at a certain season, and they're hardly seeable. It's late in summer,
So no, see, miss of little bitty flies.
but plain old mosquitoes don't seem to bother me up here.
Nope. Rebecca says, hello, curmudgeon. I am checking in to see how y'all are doing. I'm from West Michigan. I recognize the name. You've commented on a number of our videos. Hello and welcome.
Lovely, yes. We're doing
We're
really
doing really good. And Jeff says, it is a beautiful day. Saying hi from Northern Illinois near Cheese Curtain.
Cheese curtain?
Don't know that one. Adam,
I
tell
don't,
us.
but I don't know. I don't know much about the Midwest
No. Hey, Jody.
or the mid. When we lived in Wyoming, there was a conference and somebody said, oh, people coming from back east. Oh, yeah. How far back east? Where are they coming from? Chicago.
That's not.
East. I thought it was a riot.
Yeah.
To me, Chicago begins to be the Midwest.
Yeah. So it says warmer than PA. What's
Central.
I'm just scrolling through to see if anybody's popped in. And thank you, Tomcat Josh, for gifting out 10 memberships. Greatly appreciate that. I'm sure the folks that got those memberships are going to be appreciative of those as well.
Oh, yes.
It was saying hi back and forth. Going to get the wood, yes, it will be being recorded.
Oh, yes.
And if we get a good enough signal in places, we might just go live too, depending on the signal.
Yeah.
Henry Leslie says 60
I
degrees.
don't get out much.
No, neither do I.
No.
Henry says it's 60 degrees and raining.
Ooh.
It's Peggy Lynn. Good to see you, Peggy. I seen you come in a few minutes ago. I didn't get a chance to say hi. Sarah was talking, she just talks too much on me sometimes. Everybody's saying hi back and forth. I'm just trying to skip over everybody chatting back and forth.
That's nice that they're chatting. We like our friends to be friends
Yeah. And
with
Jerry
everybody.
says 54 here. You are warming up warmer than Battle Creek, Michigan. We're
Yeah.
expecting hard frost tonight. Oof.
Ooh, condolences.
Oh, sorry about that. No, our forecast hasn't really been showing much for a cold, for going below freezing again for a while.
It's been a really mild winter.
Yep.
Temperature-wise and snow-wise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Archaeology Gold says no seams. That's what's biting you.
Is that?
I don't know if that's what's
It probably
here.
is, and not
We had
right
no
now, but in the biting place.
Yeah, we had no seams down in Florida.
Creatures.
Let's see. Dina says there were a few mosquitoes out here when I was out by the river yesterday.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Not nice. Mosquitoes. Nothing nice about
If I'm getting bit, everybody else has got to get bit.
What?
She's over here making a mess. She's kicking things, breaking things.
Moving cords. I didn't even think we would have cords up here.
Yep. She thought we were going to be living like Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
No. Everybody's laughing at the back east thing.
We've got all kinds of technology.
Hey, Original 6. Hello, Ann. It says you both look great. North Carolina here. Glad to see you both. Good to see you in here, Ann. There's David. Good to see you.
Another one.
Another skeeter.
Didn't see it.
I was looking for any new comments. And see the cheese curtain. Jeff says the cheese curtain is a border between Wisconsin and Illinois.
Oh,
I'm so close I can smell the cheese when they
that's great.
Hi, Mishka.
That's lovely.
Hi. Come on. You want to come and say hi? Come on. Come on. There you go. There's the little brat.
Baby noise.
There's the baby. And she's getting big.
She is.
She's gotten really
She's
big.
almost grown up.
Yep, she'll be 1 year old next month.
Yeah.
Huh. You'll be one. You're not getting a birthday cake.
No.
You're not getting a birthday. No. Crazy puppy.
She's an affectionate, cuddly little critter.
Aquadonkey's gonna go live tomorrow. Cool.
Oh.
Nope. Let's see. PJ says congrats on the new members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, new members.
Yep. Okay, I saw that one. All right, go ahead.
Can't see anything.
I'm just scrolling through. I think we're almost caught up.
Glasses.
Yeah, she's actually when we go before we go to North Pole, Sarah's got to get her new glasses.
They're trifocals.
Yeah, that one's when you become an old bat. So you should turn off the ads after the live stream. Turn off the ads after the live stream. I think it's things. Yeah, I forgot to turn them off. I am sorry, Peggy.
Oh.
Usually I try to turn them off and I turn it back on for afterwards. But I forgot to do it, and I don't think I can change it now that I'm going.
Sorry.
And Janet wants to know, what new crafts have you made, Sarah?
Nothing.
No.
What have I done?
She's getting things ready for doing.
I'm getting things ready. This summer, I'm going to make paper. And I'm going to make so much paper that I can make books all winter. And that's that. It seems like it did something. It escapes me.
I'm outside usually when you're playing in your trap.
I know.
Upstairs, so.
It's organized. I have empty drawers all over the place.
Yeah, she's got to get them filled this summer. Okay, let's go. Says we meet great folks here, Rob and Sarah, or Sarah and Rob. Yes, we do. We all do. Even in the other lives, like from Gentleman Prospector, All Things Country, Aquadonkey, and Ed from Flash in the Pan. Everybody, we meet so many good people. Speaking of prospectors, where is Gentleman tonight?
Yeah.
Archaeologist Cocoa Beach had no seams, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that is good. Hey, there's trouble.
Who's trouble?
That's Sean in Alaska's in the house. Hey guys, waiting on my brother at the dock in the Kiski. He is hauling oil and on a tanker, and I am treating him to dinner in the Kenai. Very nice, Sean.
Yay! You
How's
go.
Ward doing? I haven't seen eye to hair of Ward in a while, and I haven't had a text or a call from him in a while either.
Oh, we used to hear from him in winter.
Yep. Bob wants to know what kind of wood we're picking up. We're picking up live edge spruce.
Yes.
I think it's actually Sitka spruce,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. But it's big. It's a lot bigger.
Wide.
It's really wide compared to stuff that we get here. We've got 4 planks coming or 4 slabs coming, and that should be more than enough to do what we got to do here.
And
Yeah, they're about 2.5 inches thick.
it'll make a huge difference in the counters.
Yeah, we could find wood locally, but none of it is dry.
Right.
And I don't want to get it home and have to worry about drying it for the next 2 to 3 years, because when you
We-
dry,
I mean, it,
yeah,
counters are like this already.
when you dry wood, it's for every inch of material for furniture and stuff like that, every inch equals a year. So if it's 2.5 inches, it's 2.5 years before I can even use it.
Yeah.
So
It's
no,
too.
but there's also a plant coming out for that too.
Oh, there is.
Alaskan Gold Hunter says no mosquitoes up north here yet. Still snowing and blowing. I'm ready to get home.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I'm sure you're ready to get your time off.
I bet.
Ashley's dropping things. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley.
Everybody's greeting Sean. I don't know if shark teeth have been found in Alaska, but I have some here. They came up from Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time going up on the beaches looking for shark teeth. I go out,
I found were like this
yeah,
big.
and I find like megalodons.
I find huge ones.
I used to do a lot of fishing from the beaches down in Florida, and I'd sit there and I'd put my rods out, and it could be hours between bites, and I'd just sit there and look for teeth.
Yep.
You go right through the screen. Yeah, they go right through the screen. The no-see-ums. Everybody's seeing Mishka?
And we don't even have screen.
Nope, no screens yet.
Nope, not yet. We're thinking about railings.
Yep, they're actually out here on the ground, getting ready to be stripped down, be put back up here, or be put up.
Yep.
Everybody's saying, Sean saying hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to Sean.
Nice.
And Alone's got an information here. I would think shark teeth have been found here, as we do have a few species of shark here. I know dog shark are found in waters south of Valdez, and I know we have the salmon sharks up here too. We've seen a couple people catch those down in the Kenai last year
Nice.
when we were down there fishing or dip netting. Let's try and see what she's chewing on.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Ashley says being organized is such a blessing.
What? Who's organized?
Right. And Archaeology Gold says, I love paper making. Will you perhaps sell it?
I hope I will sell books. I'm going to use in Florida. I used the natural materials paper from banana leaves and started with banana peels, which was soft paper, but banana peels. I'm going to use what am I going to use?
Fireweed.
Fireweed leaves and fireweed flowers
Petals
and ferns.
and ferns.
We have ferns that are like Jurassic Park ferns.
Yeah.
And we eat them when they're tiny little curl up.
Fiddleheads.
But when they're humongous, taller than Rob, they're leaves.
Yep.
And I'm gonna harvest those and
try to make some paper out. We'll see what happens.
Can mix it with manufactured paper.
Yeah.
I have some that's not printed. Newsprint doesn't work, but
no,
lots of things
makes it turn colors. And there's Gary from Enigmatic Glitching. Good to see you, Gary. And Sean says the warrior is doing good. He is getting into his busy season. Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Good.
And Clint says, question, you'll probably answer this before. I can't remember. Have you thought about raising meat rabbits? I have, sir. Says no, because they're too cute.
Too cute. Oh, little fuzzy bunnies. I mean, who's going to eat the Easter bunny?
Rabbit.
I do like rabbit, but
yeah, everybody's chatting back and forth.
Good. I certainly wouldn't be able to feed them.
Yeah. Sean says, Gary, I've been loving your TikTok. I gotta make sure I got you on my TikTok there, Gary.
Mm.
Again, if you have questions, say hi, get our attention, and we just chat back and forth and kind
Oh,
of
I like that one.
see. Do you miss the weather in Florida versus Alaska? No.
Absolutely not. That's one of the reasons we moved north. I'm from upstate New York. I
Yeah, we don't mind the cold
It's
at all.
like home.
This year was a real mild winter though.
Really mild.
I don't think I put on snow pants once. I
I
just
have.
wore jeans with a pair of thermals underneath, or a pair of khakis with thermals underneath, and that was it.
Yeah, that's
You
all I
know,
did.
and I didn't really wear my bunny boots that much because it wasn't cold enough.
No.
So this
Mm.
year was kind of mild. We'll see how
It
next year is,
was.
but
And it was low snow.
the cold doesn't really bother Sarah or I.
Mm-mm.
You know, we're good with it.
Mhm.
The heat, no, I'll pass on that. It gets 80 in the house when I'm cooking sometimes this time of year because
We open the door.
we only
And
heat
I
with
stand at the door and flash it open, close, open,
electric.
close. Get the
Get the heat.
air in.
Yep. She forgets we have a ceiling fan in there. That moves you around quite.
Noisy.
Yeah, but it moves the air. That's all I
It
care
does
about.
indeed.
Let's see. Jerry says back in 60 to 61 when I was in the US Navy in Pensacola, some of the sailors made extra money catching sharks from the beach for fertilizer. Oh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
For a fertilizer plant. That's interesting.
Didn't know.
Probably can't do that now. That will probably get you in a lot of trouble. As she says, fiddleheads. Yep. Yeah, it's almost that time.
It is.
I should post a survey to see when the first fiddleheads are gonna pop up. Or when the last snow is gonna be gone.
Mm.
Archaeologist says, sounds amazing, Sarah. Kingsley says, taking fiddleheads tomorrow here. Too
Ooh.
windy here today. Stayed inside. Oh, nice.
Sometimes inside is nice.
Gary, you got EG wife, you guys are looking younger. Thank you. I cut my hair, so
I
if,
did it. It was
if
a
I
big
didn't have
job.
this, I look a lot younger.
Oh yeah.
Jenna, we lived over in Punta Gorda is where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Charlotte County, Punta Gorda back in first time was in 88, and then I went back out west for a couple years, and I think I moved it permanently in like 94, 95, somewhere
You
around
were
there.
not there.
Well, I did travel around a little bit, but I was on the boat.
Here
No, I'm talking about back then when I was
in the olden days.
yeah. But yeah, no, we were on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of shark teeth in Panama.
Really?
No. Wow, would have thought there was a lot more than that. There he is.
Who?
John.
Hi, John.
Are your ears ringing, John?
There he is.
Rebecca says that sounds like weather in Kenai. My sister lives. Nice.
Nice.
And Gary says he's uploading to multiple places. Yeah, I was trying to get back and forth into live the other night, Gary, when you had your live. I was in there for a little bit, then you lost connection, then I kept losing connection. That was the first time we've had an issue with the internet in a while.
Yeah.
Clint, mild winter, we only got down to -30. We didn't hit -30.
We did not.
Our lowest temperature this year was -9, and it was for like one day. So you want those temperatures? Go down there and talk to Adam and Phyllis. They have those temperatures.
They have those.
Not
I
for
can
long
hear the
though.
creek now.
Where have you been?
Right here.
I've been here for a week. That's what she was getting. What Minky was getting all confused about.
But right this minute.
Yeah, the creek's running. It's our creek is fully open. At the one by Adam and Phyllis's property and Mac's property is not fully open yet.
Ours is a little bit lower in the valley.
Yep. Take it easy, Henry, if you're heading out, my friend. It was nice of you to stop in. And Jeff says, I think those solar panels you put up make a real good railing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually
do.
We did have an earthquake a couple weeks ago, and we didn't think nothing of it. And I hadn't had a chance to back over there to secure the bottoms of the solar panels. And I just happened to look over. I'm like, one of the solar panels is kind of cocked. I'm like, oh, so we ran over there and we secured it the right way, and then put the bottom secure screws in so it would not fall out.
Dear,
But
that would be bad.
the little brackets that I put on the top there actually hold it really well. but now they're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
So it's all good. And those panels are actually really good. I think they're 520 or 530 bifacials. And on cloudy days, they're still pumping in anywhere from 10 to 20 amps, and it's nuts.
Absolutely amazing.
You know, that's why we've got 6 more coming in for here, but they're not that size. They're only 370s or 365 or 370s. But by the time you factor in the bifacial aspect of it, it can be putting out about 420 to 430.
And they're going out here where the sun comes up
Yep.
behind us and it goes down over there.
Yep.
So if we're going to slant them just
Well,
right.
it depends on when. 'Cause
Yeah.
at certain times
Well,
of the year, it rises over here and sits right over there. It's only about that much stretch where it's
Yeah.
hot.
But in summer, it's really good.
Yep. Sandella says the colder the better. I just don't like super windy days. I hear that.
Yeah, that's true.
I was saying hi to John. Archaeologist says he is oppressive, right? Did Sarah just say the cold never bothered me anyway? LOL, Sarah, you might be the real Princess Elsa.
Well, I grew up in upstate New York. So cold and snow was it.
Yeah. Hey, Carl. Is that? I think that's Carl. Miller Outdoors. Looks like him. Yep, that's him. You doing all right, Carl? Carl is a great guy. Gary says, yeah, seemed like Starlink was odd that night. Yeah, definitely. There's Brampton Gardner. Good to see you. And Carl is greeting folks. Folks are greeting Carl. Carl is a great guy. Like I said, he's up in Maine.
Now that could be cold.
Yeah, there's a different type of cold. It's a wet cold. It's a dry cold here.
Yeah, that's what New York is a wet cold. And here it's dry and it doesn't bite as deeply. Did you get
The
it?
nerve of that mosquito biting me on live TV. Doris says our temperatures are colder than Indiana than yours did this winter. Yep.
Yeah, really.
But we're a little odd because you can go 10 miles or 15 miles south of town and they'll hit the 30 below without an issue.
Below, yeah.
Joseph Lee says, good evening from Indianapolis, Indiana, where it's cool 58 at 8:15 p.m. Nice. Oh, we're only 3 minutes behind on our chat.
Lived in Indianapolis a little while.
Excuse me. Archaeologist says, need to lurk a moment. Got to check the oven. Yep, don't burn nothing.
Don't
If you burn food around me, I get mad at you. Metal detecting adventures. Yeah, I hate earthquakes. Just had a 5.2 the other weekend. Sounded like bomb going off. Ooh, was that the one down in California? My brother's down in San Diego area. He's in Huntington Beach. Thank you, P&J, for reminding folks to hit the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate that. Ashley's asking Dorothy what part of Indiana. Brampton Gardner was windy and 44 today. Cut right through you. Was hard to take off after. Yeah. I bet. Carl, yes, that's me. Yes. Brother, I'm good. Good, Carl. Clint says 720 here, a nice 84. Supposed to get in the mid 60s tonight. Nice.
Perfect. Good for sleeping.
Brampton. I vote we kick Clint out. Talking about his temperatures.
Yeah. We won't kick anybody out.
Carl says it's 55 here and rainy. Well, we're 55 and, well, cloudy. No rain.
Well,
it's cloudy.
Yeah, it's cloudy. Kind of pretty clouds, but
yeah. And Dorothy says she's 25 miles north of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
That was huge. Yeah, she says I'm south of Fort Wayne. Clint, what did I do? Yeah, and Metal Detecting Ventures is yep. San Diego County, East Lake area. Okay. Very good. Brent says your warm climate, that's very offensive. Hey Jason, how you doing? Jason Meal in Florida. Oh, is Brook Trout in here tonight? I haven't seen Brook Trout. Clint says, I had been put in timeout before. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, Clint. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally.
Unintentionally. Oh, yeah, Clint.
Hello, Gladys. Nice to see you. Speaking of timeout, where's JR? He's usually napping when we have our live streams. At least that was always what he'd say when he'd come into Adam and Phyllis's after ours.
Right.
So I don't know. Hey, our slice of Alaska Homestead, two amazing people down in the Willow area. Good to see you both, and I'll be meeting up with them this coming week to pick up some tomatoes, tomato plants.
Oh, tomato plants. Oh, we're gonna have tomato
Yeah,
plants.
we have not started our garden yet,
No, nothing.
as somebody forgot to pick up all the stuff that he needed for that.
And I'm a horrible gardener.
Yeah, she doesn't do gardening.
No, I'm my mother's child instead of my grandmother's child. And I just nothing grows.
Yeah. Hey, Dade, nice to meet you. Says, love the videos, man. Keep it up. Not a problem. We will. We'll try to at least. And,
I just
we're
sit
back
down
at
and
the
be
bottom.
quiet.
Woo.
Holy smokes.
Wow. Nope. There's another one.
Oh,
Jane Davies says it's already 1 a.m., 1:20 a.m. Sunday here in South Wales. Good to see you with less clothes as it's warming up. Yep,
oh yes.
definitely. And good to see you from over there in Wales.
Good.
And I remember, I think we spoke a couple times on the on comments that you made on some of the videos. Good to see you in here in the chat. And
Yep.
I'm sorry you're up so late.
Oh, yes, my word.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
We're happy to have you here. My mother's ancestors were from Wales.
Yeah. We're just greeting one another. There's Troy. Troy, I'm not talking to you right now. I think you know why.
I don't.
He's been playing with ramps. You won't
Ramps?
like, you won't
I
like
won't
ramps.
like ramps.
No.
They grow in West Virginia.
Yeah,
and
they grow
they're
in a lot of different places,
ugly.
but he was
They're smelly.
he
And
made some ramps pesto and stuff like that. Oh my.
you eat that stuff?
Yes.
No.
You don't have to have any. I will.
No. I'd never heard of them till we moved to West Virginia.
Really? Well,
Mhm.
they get them.
I
You can
lead
find them in New
a
York.
life.
You can find them in New York.
I didn't.
Yeah. Aqueduct, I like them. Yep.
Nope.
But okay, so I was gonna point something out again earlier, and I had a brain fart.
That's because
I get distracted. You know, you guys, her and you guys, Oh yeah, well, you guys know Adam and Phyllis bought their property up here, so there's gonna be a lot of commotion around up here this summer, and a lot of excitement, a lot of team up on a few things that are gonna be going on up here. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of it, but there will be some hunting going on this year.
Yes,
We've got a big bear population and we need to thin them out. So if hunting videos offend you, I'm sorry ahead of time, but I'm not, because I'd rather see the moose than the bears.
Oh yes.
What are you growling at? I'm right back.
Yeah, the moose are not particularly dangerous to people, although they are defensive of themselves and they're young.
Sorry.
But bears
Yeah.
are rather
pain in the butts.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. And Ace says, "Hey Ace, how are you?" Yeah, they killed half our flock last year, so hopefully we don't have any issues with the bears this year. The chicken coop has changed.
Yes.
It sounds like Troy's in the doghouse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Sorry, a bunch of people come in and we're saying stuff, so everybody's saying hi to back and forth.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I kind of already know, but I'm not saying anything. That's on them. I don't want to give away anything they're doing. You know, they're
yeah, right.
Some of our closest friends up here, so, and YouTubers, so they got to be able to do that themselves. So, mom is the word from us, but there will be some collaborations going on. Yeah, Dina says,
we're delighted that they're going to be.
Oh yeah, no, we're ecstatic about that.
Without saying.
Dina says moose meat is good. Like some bear meat too. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of bear meat.
Bear is much sweeter in spring than I expected it to be. I had not had bear till last spring.
It says, I'm back. I was outside welding in the rain.
Oh,
nice, Dad. Ashley says, Rob, I need details on your bag before I can start one for you. Oh, Ashley's talking about my possibles bag for my black powder setup that I have.
Yep.
I'll get with you, Ashley. John's gonna be on guard duty while up there. Yep. BB. Hey, BB. From San Antonio, originally from Maine. Very nice.
Oh, you get around too.
Ashley, I hope you had a good ground, Ed. Gladys getting her head shaved.
Ooh, what?
Is it that hot or other reasons? It says hot water heater went out on the vessel.
Oh my.
Cold tank showers. Oh, for a week before we get replacement. Oh, that's not fun.
No.
Rob, you can announce our news coming up. There is a video coming out shortly.
Who's that?
We can announce it's D and Steve. You can announce our news coming up. There is a those that don't know, our Slice of Alaska is a YouTube, and they're really good people, and they are possibly, or they might have had an accepted offer on a piece of property they're buying out towards in eastern part of the state, towards I think Glen Allen. And their property will be coming up for sale, and their house is actually really nice. And it is on the road system. So if that's what you mean, Dee, there it is. Check out their channel.
You talk to her.
Yep. Check out our Slice of Alaska Homestead. They're really good people, and she is one hell of a gardener.
And it seems like a wonderful property.
Yep. And I think it's 10 acres.
10, yes. And a greenhouse.
It's attached to the house.
And it kind of heats the house.
Yep. That's what I was thinking, Gladys. I just didn't want to say anything. Cancer treatment is taking my hair out now in clumps. Yep. Shave it. Be proud of it. Be proud of the baldness, but be proud of any progress you're making against the cancer. That's not an easy fight, and my hat is off to you on that.
Absolutely.
Just keep us informed on how you're doing, please.
Do please.
B&B, any drinks tonight? Always enjoy. Yes, I got my martini, and she's chugging hers over here for Sarah. Okay. BB says, any drinks tonight? Yep, we got that one. Gladys says, BB, I'll have chai tea. I haven't made a chai in a while.
No,
I'll have to make a chai soon. And Dusty Bottom Boys, good to see you. How are you doing? Just going through, see if I'm missing anybody. Okay, Aqua Donkey says, sorry to hear that, Gladys. Prayers for you. Yes, definitely prayers. And just stay strong. Badge of honor. Yes. Indeed. Beat it. Just keep yourself focused. Look for some natural things to help with it all too. Because there are natural things that'll help fight, any of the chemo and things like that, any of the reactions.
And at least make you feel.
Yeah. It says, I need a martini.
Can make a martini.
Yeah, she makes a good martini. Anybody sending prayers to Gladys?
Yes.
Dean says, Gladys sending prayers and positive energy your way. Yes, definitely. Alan Campbell, 10:30 a.m. New South Wales. We have lots of rain. All good. Good to see you outside. Best to you. Drink looks inviting. Yes.
But not at 10 a.m. You'll have to wait till later.
No day drinking yet. Unless you're tired, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, right. Well, there is that. Who are we to say?
Right. And Lauren's going to step away for a moment. Be right back. Not a problem. Ever try Costco liquors? Actually, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
My martini's made with their bourbon or their gin.
And mine is made with their bourbon. No, it's not their.
No, I thought you've got Bullet. I've been buying you Bullet.
Yes, you've been buying me Bullet, but it's not. It's from Costco, and it's way cheaper.
No, but she's probably talking about the Costco brands.
Oh, I have not tried that.
But yeah, no, you have. It's the Kirkland.
Oh, I don't remember.
Kirkland is. We've done one of the bourbons for you from Kirkland's.
I don't remember. I'm so delighted with Bullet.
She likes her Bullet. Thanks, Hogan.
Yeah.
Angie, if you're listening, give him a crack for me. I should say that because he's going to get me when he gets up here.
But we like Costco
Yeah.
for almost everything.
Yeah, and some of you guys have met John in the past, but you'll see him a lot when he's up here because I won't stop videoing just because he's here.
No,
There are probably more cameras up because some of the shenanigans we used to get into together when we were down in Florida.
they're a rowdy pair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Gladys says I come to you to get my positivity. You make my day. Well, good. Just stay strong. That's all. And if you have a need an ear and need somebody to talk to, get in touch with us. You know, our emails and our thing, and if that email's not up, we'll call you.
He's a good caller. He's a really, really good.
Nobody should be alone through any fight.
Contact.
What are you doing, Zeus?
Just looking.
He's a troublemaker. Lifting praise for Gladys. Yep. No bear signs yet, Ed. How about you? You're higher up than us, so I probably haven't seen any up there yet.
Not a one.
And now we're gonna get puppied.
Yeah.
Matt says after welding in the rain, a warm beverage might be in order, right? It's something for Ed.
The worst.
Dusty says going well here, nothing exciting, just lots of work. Well, yeah. Well, that's anything up here. Yeah. Archaeology says martinis are the best. Yes, they are.
Great.
Unless it's a good rum. I like my rum. What are you whining at?
What? Are you a crybaby?
She makes some really funny sounds. One of these days, I'm hoping I can get it on video because she's got that little, high pitch. But then she gets this one. She's It's kind of comical. Hi, Zeus. Oh, no, they're both coming up here. Hi. I know what's going on. She wants to go outside. You gonna go outside? You want to let him out? Yes. Okay. That way I don't let the chat get too far behind.
Because I can't keep up because I can't read.
You can read, you just can't see it.
See it.
You're very welcome, Gladys. Ed says, I've only had pine marten visitors at my cabin. Yeah, that's not bad. We've actually, one of the cameras down by the tracks, I made the mistake in the wintertime where I put it. When I was down there with the four-wheeler today, I had to stand on top of the four-wheeler and I'm stretching to try to get the camera down. So I had to move it down a little bit. It's probably about 12 feet off the ground, but it's been lowered now. So I can at least check it. And I did check it real quick and looked like there were some coyotes on it. Calculator says, tonight I'm having an aviation cocktail. Don't know what that is. Rebecca says, do you guys grow peonies? They grow really well in the Kenai area. I bought some home while visiting my sister. No, we haven't grown peonies yet. We mostly focus on food. We tried to grow some sunflowers last year, but Sarah got them into the ground a little bit too late last year, so didn't go too well. Brent Gardner, I couldn't believe how cheap that Kirkland gin was at the airport in Anchorage. We can't get that here in Canada. Oh, I bet. No, the Kirkland gin's not bad. I'm a Hendricks person. I like the Hendricks, and our local distiller, who's also one of our neighbors up here part-time, the Denali Brewing, they make a really nice gin as well. They make a nice bourbon as well, which is new. They used to make a whiskey bourbon, but now they make a straight bourbon. And we were visiting them when they were at their cabin not long ago, and we sampled it, and it's really good. Lynn Taylor, good to see you. Hello, Kamaja in Alaska, from Lynn in Jefferson, South Carolina. I meant Costco, not the airport. That's all right. You never know, they might have that at the airport. Gladys says, if you hit Costco right, you can get some really good deals. Yes, we do like going to Costco. Oh, Sarah's slamming doors, knocking stuff down out here. Wow. Dina says, we really have a good community here. Yes, we do. We do. Check out all the channels that are being dropped in here. If they're in here, they're good people. You won't find a bad channel in here. You won't find very many trolls. If trolls come into our chats or into our comment sections, we get rid of them really, really quick. We do not put up with it. And Susan says, ginger brandy and apple cider. Oh, that sounds good.
Mish going out, so he did not.
No, he didn't want to go out. Not a fan of Bacardi. I like spice rums.
Mm.
Coletta says, I want wine, lots of wine. John says, we're going to have close to a month of fun and crazy antics,
Wow.
from marksmanship to climbing trees. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
With proper tools
Yeah, with
and
proper
equipment.
equipment this time.
Indeed.
Yeah, a lot of you guys know that, I've got that 1878 4570 trapdoor, and I got that from John and Jim back down in Florida, and I've been shooting a little bit more often, and I'm getting pretty accurate with it at quite a distance. So it's going to be fun to see John up here.
He's a hoot. It's always fun.
Yep. No, it's nothing dull when me and my brother together. Yeah, everybody says Zeus. Yeah. What is your problem? No, she's gonna come over here and pester me. AK Dog Mom said she just subbed to our Slice of Alaska Homestead. You won't regret
Very
it.
good.
You won't regret it. Dee and Steve are amazing.
Yep.
B&B says my favorite videos was New Year's Eve. Lots of beers with the dogs. Love that. Yep. That was a fun video to make. That's why you were gone. Me and the pup's getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Hogan may combine marksmanship and climbing.
Yeah.
That might be interesting.
Oh my. He's good at both those things.
I'm not so good at the climbing aspects. I don't have the gear anymore. Putting me on a roof, a different story.
Yeah,
Metal
it makes me
detecting.
uncomfortable, but
Yeah, it says I watched Alaska Railroad on Travel Channel. It amazes me how accommodating the railroad is when off grid for off gridders. Yeah,
yeah,
it's very true.
it's
And
true.
I don't know if you recognize that cabin right over there, but that was on the show. I don't know if you knew that or not. But our property was actually on the show on
Jim and
multiple
Nancy.
episodes. It was owned by Jim and Nancy James.
James, yeah. We didn't know it when we looked at it. We didn't know it until
When we made the when we were making the
the
offer, they told us.
Mhm. And we went back to the B&B and watched the whole thing.
Well, not the whole thing, 'cause it's like 3 seasons.
Yeah, but we did binge watch it.
Yep.
It was pretty interesting. It was funny.
Ash alone came back and says, hopefully I didn't miss much. Ashley says you missed the concert ticket giveaways. Oh, Ashley, stir in the pot, Ashley.
Clever.
Try Fireball. I don't mind Fireball. It's a liqueur.
No, I don't have.
Yeah, you don't like spicy.
No.
Yeah, it's a little on the spicy side. It's like cinnamon.
Huh? Nope.
I like gin and guava juice. Yep, that's good. Janice says Captain Morgan cream soda. Yes, that's actually cool. That's really good. Another one for cream soda too is I used to get it down in Florida. It's a orange tasting liqueur, and it can almost make a creamsicle.
Oh.
And oh my God, it was made with some kind of orange. Man, and the liquor was based out of Louisiana, I believe. But oh my gosh, it was really good. Let's see. Come on, Jen. Did you do spruce tip gin? I have had it before in the past, and I'm half tempted to grab some basic generic gin locally and add some spruce tips into it. Juniper is part of what makes gin, and when gin is made locally at different places, it has to have certain parts of what it was originally to make it a gin. So it's good. I know it's going to have some juniper in it. I think it's the berries or something like that. But I wanted to try to get some and infuse some of the local spruce tips we have into it. But thank you for reminding me that, Kim. That's something I've been wanting to try.
We do have spruce tips.
Yep. Archaeology Gold says Brampton, there is not one thing on earth better than guava. I don't know, good honey. Cordless tool. Hopefully you can teach John how to shoot as well as you.
No. John is probably better than anybody around.
Ed, your Thanksgiving ham is doing fine. It's in tucked away with the bear hides.
Yep.
It's staying comfy.
It's fair. Oh God, I hope not.
You got to let me
No,
know
it
when you're going to be in
doesn't.
town this
Yeah.
summer, Ed, and I'll bring it in and we'll meet up and we'll have a drink and I'll give you your ham. If you haven't seen that video of the hams getting dropped off, I'm sure somebody can drop a link to that. John saying
It's
yes,
too late
yes.
for an Easter ham.
Yeah, it's too late for an Easter ham.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Middle texting says, I did not know your property was on the show. LOL. Nope, now you do.
Riot.
If you watch this show from the very first episode, it's actually the first off-grid property you see on the show with Jim and Nancy.
Yep.
He's complaining because he doesn't have enough propane. He's out of propane. And
that was
the show is very interesting, but there are a lot of things on there that we know how it works, and it goes, something's a little
Jim
fishy
and
here.
Nancy would never ever run out of propane.
Yeah, no. They had plenty of that stuff
They would
here.
not happen. They would plan ahead.
For those who don't know, Jim did pass in 17, and Nancy's still around, and we are in contact with Nancy periodically.
Not close around, but
yeah, she's in the lower states, but we talk with her.
Yeah.
See, PJ says we have to go. Rob and Sarah, hope all have a good night.
Thank you for coming by.
Have a good one, PJ, Paula, and Jason. Good to see you in here. Get in touch. I know you guys are probably coming up soon, so we'll make sure we can hang out together.
It'll be fun.
John says, I will be showing off a very rare black powder pistol made by a master gunsmith. Its number is 86 out of 100 ever made. Yes. Maybe I'll climb a tree. Robin, I heard a bear fall. Yeah. Last time John was up here, we were down at the spring. And we're when we get together, we get obnoxiously loud and goofing on each other and joking around. And all of a sudden we're down by the spring. We heard this horrendous crash out of a tree somewhere not far away. And it was a bear fell out of a tree. So joke was we scared a bear enough that it fell out of a tree.
Oh dear.
It was quite comical.
Yeah. Strange things do happen.
Yeah. Everybody's saying bye to Paul and Jason. Dusty says, I drink very rarely, but Fireball is great for stuffiness and a head cold. Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah, Gladys says, oh, it sounds good. I'll have to try the orange liqueur and try that. I wish I could remember the name of it. I think it was out of Louisiana, but I mixed it with, I came out. I'll have to look. I had a notebook that I kept all the little recipes that I was making over the years for drinks. I'll have to see if I can find it and tell you exactly what was in it. I know I have it written down. Satsuma. I think it's a Satsuma liquor from the Everglades. Lona says that is what I was thinking. To archaeology and gold. Urban lady. Do you do much foraging of wild growing food? Yes, we do. Fiddleheads will be coming up here soon. And we we're just I'll show you real quick. Hang on, right back.
Oh dear, and I have to fill in and I don't know what to say, but we love fiddleheads and we freeze them and we can them and we pickle them and we eat them fresh fried with butter.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
We're in the time of season when things are starting to come up where we can go out foraging for
great.
medicinal herbs and stuff like that. And that's what this is here. This was simmered on the stove for a couple hours over the last few days. This is cottonwood winter buds and spring buds. The smell that this puts off is amazing. And you'll see a video on this coming up soon. It tells you a lot about it, but it's really good for the body. And they're a little kind of a pain in the butt to get going because they're extremely resinous. I mean, it's still on my fingers from like a week ago. It just won't come off. I've used everything. I've used gasoline and still won't cut off, but I got to be careful because I got an owie. I put a drill through my finger. No, it was a screwdriver bit in it, but it went through my finger.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was spinning. So
Bad.
I pulled a Hogan.
But
he's gonna hit me. But yeah, no, we do as much as we can. We have a lot of blueberries. We have a patch of raspberries here at the house. I haven't really messed with the what's the other berry we have here? The cranberries, the high-bush cranberries and stuff like that. I haven't really messed with those much. The rose hips, we're gonna do a lot more with the rose hips this year. try a bunch of different things, but we're gonna try to get a lot more off the land this year. We will get a boost this year. Bear is not an issue. That's not even a question. The bears will come.
Yeah, they do.
And they will be in the freezer. John
And on the
says,
floor as rugs.
John says, not an insult coming from a person that has tool in their name.
What?
He's talking to cordless tool.
Okay.
Gladys says to John, sure you want to climb a tree with a gun? If you knew him, you'd understand.
understand.
John was an arborist for many, many years, and he would climb trees that most other people would not go on.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim. Good to see you from, let's see, Egon, Michigan. And Jerry says, had to give the dogs their treats. They know how to tell the time they could
Yeah,
get
they do.
Yeah, they won't let you
Dogs
forget
in
it.
general
Yeah.
know how to tell time.
Now, here in about an hour and 15 minutes, ours will be barking at us because it's going to be 6 o'clock and dinner time. Especially the little one.
Oh,
The little ones.
What?
The little one's the one that does the most crying.
He does. He's a crybaby.
Yeah, Janet, that is what the orange drink that I was thinking of. It was a Satsuma orange. It's a liqueur. I can't remember what else I mixed with it to make it taste like a creamsicle.
Mm.
But I might have to try that Satsuma marmalade. That does sound good.
Mhm.
What are you saying? Yikes, too. I don't remember the finger.
Oh, yeah, that was
It's
a good
healing.
one.
It's healing. It's still a little swollen, maybe a little bit infected, but I've been putting some Usnea on it. Usnea extract tincture, which is another video coming out. And actually, I think we did the Usnea one, but you'll see it finished off. It's actually finished now. John, sounds like an amazing firearm. Your preference, Colt, Army, Navy. The one he has is quite unique. Rebecca says, have you tried spruce tip ice cream? No, I have not. But you can get spruce tip about anything around here. So, and I know I think one of the shops downtown does sell it. We had Wild Scoops in Anchorage. Another one.
Sounds good.
We have to break up my electric flash water.
Yes, we do have one. Which amazed me.
John says, my youngest son, Dylan Hogan, has become a gin snob. I never get into gin. However, it is a mixology master at 23s. Yeah. Dylan's a good kid. I've watched that kid. Well, I can't say grow because I think he was already freaking 6 foot when I met him in junior high school.
Oh, well. And his dad's tall.
Yeah. Ashley says, careful, you only get 10 of those,
Yeah, fingers. Yeah.
Yep. Goof off will make the sticky resin on your fingers. Yeah, I don't have any. I'll have to see if I can find some in town. I didn't think about goof off.
I don't know.
I used to use it all the time on boats because I'd get a lot of stains off boats and a lot of things on boats that need to come off done. Dina says I did rose hip oils this year. Goldenrod salve and mullein syrup. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really contemplating getting a system to extract the oils, get it for doing hydrosols and stuff. Because we have so many amazing smelling plants up here.
Yeah, I'm amazed at the fragrances.
Yeah. Gladys says cranberries with sugar and orange ground is oh. Yeah, might have tried. These are different type of cranberries though. These wild ones up here, they smell funky and they kind of taste funky. Our friend down in town, Claire, says she equates them to dirty socks. That's kind of what they smell like. John says, I know now not to pick flowers in Alaska. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
John,
and then
we were working on the bridges down the first lower bridge when John was up here the last time. And don't you know, I look over and John says, hey, take a picture of me with this cool flower. And what's he got? Monk's hood. One of the most toxic plants here in Alaska. And he didn't get any in his system, otherwise he wouldn't be here. But he's like, no. And he got back here, he's like, oh God, everything in Alaska wants to kill you. I'm like, yeah. If I tell you to drop something, drop it. But it was kind of funny. We still joke about that.
Mhm.
It says, how much dog food do you go through in a month with both dogs? Actually, they're not horrible.
Well,
I'd say we go through the winter. We went through. We're on a third bag since September, but they're big 50-pound bags.
yeah, they are.
But they,
And we need another one now.
yeah, we need another one now. So I'd say for the average winter, probably 4 to 5 bags for the 2 dogs. Yeah,
They're good little eaters.
yeah, too good because somebody got into some stuff the other day, Zeus. I made brownies. And
Oh.
we come in from outside, and the brownie container was still up on the stainless steel cart that I do everything on in the kitchen, all my prep work on it. But the whole center of it had been eaten out. And we know it wasn't Mishka. She can't get up there. And then we found the butter being eaten too.
Yes.
Zeus.
Not only plain old butter, but the real good eating butter.
Dang
Not the
dogs.
cheap stuff.
No, he could have taken the cheap stuff, but no, you have to go for the freaking expensive stuff.
That's it.
Lone says, yes, you did the video on the old man's beard. Yes.
That was fun.
Vanilla vodka and or ice cream. Yeah. That'd be good. Gladys says, same, you need to put out a book on how to collect herbs and all. There's actually a lot of books that are out there.
A lot of books
on the windowsill behind me.
Really excellent.
Yeah.
Books.
But we're actually going to be doing a lot more videos on that kind of stuff this year. We want to become a little bit more dependent on the land around us.
Yes, indeed.
And
there's a lot here.
A lot of it's going to be, remedies and things like that and preventatives as well as, eating. So you'll see a lot of that this summer. And Dean says cranberry juice is really easy thing to can. Yeah, again, it's not the same kind of cranberry bushes like you get back east. These are high bush cranberries, and they're a little on the tart. I wouldn't say a little on tart. They're extremely tart.
Even the blueberries, they're not like domesticated blueberries. They're more tangy.
Yeah. Anyway, says I love cranberry juice. I guess I understand why you leave the cranberries alone, right? It says I'm calling May 20th on the first fiddleheads this year at my place. Yeah, you're a little higher up there, so you might be.
Elevation there.
Because it's probably when he's getting home.
Could be.
That's probably when he'll be back from the ship. Oh, my mouse just went stupid on me.
Oh.
There we go. I got it. Dina says very easy to can to make shelf stable. That's the
Yeah.
Mountain, what are fiddleheads? Gladys, fiddleheads are ostrich ferns, and as they're coming up out of the ground, they're like little corkscrews, and it looks like a fiddlehead. The neck comes up and it turns like that. And we have a video on there. Actually, if you can find the video from last year's fiddleheads, drop the link. But they're amazing. They taste really good.
Fried in butter.
Yep. A little bit of butter. Lone says, wish that fiddleheads ferns grew in my area, Alaska. Yeah, no, we'll make sure we set some aside from for you, Alone, to take home.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll run into you sometime this summer.
The pickled ones are lovely, but the fresh fried ones are the best.
Yeah. Baby ferns is what Ed said. Yep.
Yeah, baby ferns.
Fern shoots. Ed says I only have about a week to harvest them before they get too big. Yeah.
Oh, that's all it is. Yeah.
Oh no, actually, we get them a little bit more often, where we can get out there and get them a number of times over like a month's stretch. Hang on one second. Let me put this one back inside. I'm gonna grab something else.
And then the ferns grow taller than I am, sometimes taller than Rob, and he's over 6 feet. We say we live in Jurassic Park. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I can't read, so I can't respond to anyone. I mean, I can read, but I can't see to read on the screen. Gonna get new glasses pretty soon.
These are some of my pickled ones.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
They're nicely tight.
They're not very big. And there are ferns you don't want to eat.
Yeah.
So make sure you know what fern you're picking before you do that, because there are some that will mess you up.
What is it about? Is something on the stem?
That's on certain ones. And Adam knows which ones those are. I
does.
did at one point too. I want to say thank you to Beef Drippings for the super chat. Appreciate that. Something with D
Excuse me.
Dixon.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Thank you.
No, we're not the stars of the Red Deck show. Takedown, thank you. El Diablo. How old is the weather?
Oh,
Yeah, goodbye.
what?
Don't worry about it. It's funny, some people got to put super chats up to get their stuff seen and then kind of be creeps.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
We don't have very many creeps.
No, and they've been taken care of. Well, thanks for the super chats, guys, that you get banned. Sorry about your luck.
Thing.
Thank you. That's somebody saying they were all blocked.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's what happens.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys, for those that had to see some of that. It's just some people being jerks. Like I said, when we do get them in here occasionally and they get taken out really fast.
We have good moderators.
Yeah, they won't be seen again. But thanks for your money. If you want to drop super chats just so you can get seen, that's on you. You know what? You'll get your 30 seconds of fame and that's it. Then you're gone. I gotta find where I was.
Yeah, the money doesn't make much difference. And if it goes away, it doesn't matter a bit.
Yeah. You know, do you want to be insultive? That's fine. But don't expect to last around us. We got too many good people around us and we don't let you guys bother us. And I gotta find where we were. I guess I'm just gonna zoom down towards the bottom. Okay, now I remember we were talking about the fiddleheads.
We were.
Okay, that's where Lone said she wished they had him in our area.
Oh, yeah. We'll save it, sweet.
I'm glad I'll be done. I didn't know I could eat my only on certain ferns. Glad
Right.
there are certain ferns that have like hairs on them and it's like fiberglass and it will tear you up on the inside and you will not recover.
Oh, dear.
If Alaska cut the cords in here, they'll tell you which one it is.
They know. Oh, we knew last year.
Yeah,
You did.
I it's one that's good. Don't think it's in this area. I think it's down the southeast and south.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is. Jerry asked, do you have morel mushrooms up there? Yes, we do have morels in Alaska, but we have never found any yet.
Not right here.
Not in our area. Supposedly they'll grow around the cottonwood trees, and I haven't really had a chance to look, but I will this year once the snow's gone. I'll get out there a little bit more often, but I have not. We go after a lot of the chanterelles, the yellowfoot chanterelles or winter chanterelles. The boletes, I like the king boletes, and there are a lot of other boletes you can eat, even though everybody else says you can't. You still can.
But they're not as yummy.
Yeah, they're just not as yummy. And everybody's like, well, you get a sour stomach from them. Well, yeah, it's probably because you're not cooking it long enough. Alana says, highbush cranberries remind me of a chokeberry with very little flesh and a huge pit. Yeah. Shuli Network, skull. Yep. Archaeology Zeus looks like my Nero border collie. He ate an entire tray of brownies sitting in the middle of the kitchen island.
Yes, absolutely.
And they took a bottle of Flintstone vitamins.
Oh my gosh.
Yay, 59, huh?
Oh. Dogs are funny creatures.
What time does Pioneer Town open? Don't know. Julian says, put together a video book of Alaskan off-grid remedies. How to? Yeah, it's in the works, John. Hush. Shrooms. Yep. Everybody's seeing some fiddleheads. Yeah, we got the trolls in here. I was saying earlier, we don't get them, but we had them. They're gone.
Oh well.
At least they had to pay for their being trolled, right? Exactly. That's the way I look at it. You want to be a troll? You paid me for it. That's fine.
People are odd. Not every people.
And John says we are on top of the trolls. When you have a lot of viewers, you're popular, you get a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I don't do the vertical lives too, because the vertical lives draw in a lot more.
Mm.
It's like poor Gary from Enigmatic Glitch, and he gets some coming to his, and I've seen times where Adam and Phyllis and Shailene and a couple others couldn't keep up with it. It was pretty bad. John says, fun stuff. I got IPs, 3 of them. So now I get to have fun. Let's see. Okay, it says we are most likely looking forward to this summer. What are we most looking forward to?
Most.
Well, a few things. Our friends and family that are coming up, John. Hopefully Prospect, Gem and Prospect, our Mount Berta coming up. Adam and Phyllis, of course, because they're moving up here. And
So
doing
excited.
doing some traveling. We want to see. We've been here. This will be our starting in August. That'll be starting our 5th winter here. And the only thing we've seen is Anchorage. Sorry, all the folks from Anchorage, Sourdough 69. And we like parts of Anchorage because of you guys. In the Kenai. And we love the Kenai.
Lovely.
We did get to meet Ward, and we got to meet Sean Alaska. We get to do some awesome fishing with Adam and Phyllis. I mean, we had a blast down there dip netting, but we want to see so much more of the state. So that's why we're going to go up to the North Pole and get stuff up there. And then when John's up here, we'll probably drive up into the park a little bit and see what's going on up that way. And don't know. I mean, it might be times where we can go other places this summer too.
But here is absolutely exquisite in summer.
Yeah. We don't. I mean,
absolutely.
We want to see things, but we're happy just to sit home too. Because it's that beautiful up here.
It is. I'm out in the yard, and I walk a little bit more.
Yep.
And do our trail, and it's just beautiful.
She turns into a hobbit in the middle of winter.
I do.
She kind of goes more of a bear. She goes hibernation mode.
Bear.
Yep, Jerry, a lot more fun to be positive. Exactly. And Sheila says, I need to get fiddleheads this year. Had my first pickle last year. Looking forward to fireweed shoots, mushrooms, been getting birch sap. Love Talkeetna, my home. Yeah, no. Oh, you live in Talkeetna? Nice.
Oh, nice.
No,
it's charming.
Yeah, Talkeetna's a great town. We love getting as much of the things as we can. The fiddleheads are amazing. I never had pickled ones until we got some from down at the farmer's market down at Fairview a couple of years ago.
Oh, they were so
They
good.
were really good. And I'm still trying to figure out her recipe because mine are a little bit more of the pickling stuff in it, so it's a little bit harsher. Sorry, won't eat them. I will.
Hers were wonderful.
But the mushrooms are great. I mean, I got to find a place to go out to some mushrooms this year. I need to find a boggy area where I know they're going to be. We have a bog up here, a couple bogs, but to get up there, it's an act of God just to get up there. And it's not guaranteed. And it's not guaranteed the mushrooms are going to be up there. Let's see. Urban Lady says, does wild prickly lettuce grow there? It's naturally antiseptic and good for boo-boos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. One thing that's really prickly up here, I know we got is Devil's Club, and that makes a really good healing salve too. And I will be getting.
Funny because it makes you break out, and sting, but it also cures.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
But yeah, I'll have to look into the prickly lettuce.
Prickly lettuce.
Aquadonkey says, I always forget about the fiddleheads. Yep.
Yeah.
Can't forget the fiddleheads. Those things are so
They're
good.
Really delightful.
Aquadonkey till I get out and it's too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hogan says, I got nailed by a leaf. Yeah. That's the Devil's Club, John. Darn, I got a big nasty blister from it. Robert's immune. Yeah. Yeah. They don't bother me. I can sit there. I can play with them all day long. It doesn't bother me one bit. And I'll feel the prick from the thorns, but I don't get the blisters that most people get with the hives. Glass says choke cherry syrup is good on pancakes and is rhubarb. So is rhubarb. So we do have rhubarb here too.
Yep, we have rhubarb in our side yard.
Yep. And I haven't done the choke cherries. I do make elderberry syrup when I can get my hands on elderberries.
I think they're choke cherries in upstate New York, but I never did anything with them.
I don't know. Gladys says, how do you learn what you could eat that wasn't poisonous? I read a lot.
Yeah. And we listen to our neighbors and friends.
Yeah. Well, I've been into herbology since I
A
was a
long
kid.
time.
So I've got a wide knowledge of what I can and can't eat. And up here it's a little different.
Mhm.
Even though I grew up in a boreal forest, the boreal forest here is different
Mhm.
because it's a little bit further north
Mhm.
and the species are a little different here.
Yeah.
Aquadonga cherry syrup. Yep. Dina says, someone said that there is a way to have a live for subscribers only. If it's only 10 minutes before you can chat. But yeah, I think I might need to start doing that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that now. I think I'd have to be in the actual chat aspect on YouTube and not using StreamYard to set that up, but I will try to do that ahead of time. Not members, but subscribers. Yeah, subscribers. Gladys Auburn made great books, mushroom plants. Yes. Gladys Auburn. Sorry, Audubon.
Oh.
She's talking to Gladys,
Yes.
but the Audubon.
Sure, of
I
course.
can't read tonight. I haven't had enough of my drink.
It's almost gone. You can tell because I'm giddy.
Yes, the National Audubon Society, you can get a lot of good books out of.
Really good things, yeah.
Christian says, I know y'all have been here for a while. I just made it to the party. Good night, Rob and Sarah, and all of you. Take care. And thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Glass says, Ashley, guess I'll have to buy a book. Yes. Books.
Yeah, books.
I mean, if I like Kindle and stuff like that, but I'd rather have a physical book in my hand.
Honest to goodness book.
John says, I sent Robert a brand new fishing reel and rod. It's perfect for what he catches.
What does he catch?
When did you send that, John?
We don't.
Oh, it does an all running joke with John because he thinks I only catch tiny fish. Because down in Florida, I'd show pictures. I mean, some of the fish are like this big, but I mean, it was fish. I was happy I was catching.
I had a goldfish bigger than that in my the backyard.
Zip it, lady. Jen says, when you go to North Pole, got to visit Santa's house. I loved it. Yeah, we're not gonna have a whole lot of time up there because we need to be able to get back here because if Adam and Phyllis aren't up here, we got to worry about the birds.
Yeah, we do.
They'll have enough food and stuff.
Little birds now.
Yeah, they'll have enough food and water. It's just I got to worry about the bears and stuff like that. So unless Adam and Phyllis are up here, we can't be gone too long.
The babies are still in the house right now.
Yeah,
they won't be around.
Everybody's saying connect to Christian.
Good.
Yeah, she's better safe than sorry. Yes, definitely. You don't want to eat the wrong type of thing.
Exactly.
Chris says, so thankful for these lovely folks, Rob and Sarah. Have fun. Yep, thank you very much. Yep, rhubarber's wonderful.
Yep, we love it.
And Brenton says rhubarb syrup, gin, and club soda. Oh,
and pie.
No, it's a drink. Rhubarb syrup, gin, and club soda. Huh.
Rhubarb syrup.
That sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to make some of that out this year.
Okay.
Just
recipe.
Brampton, drop us an email.
With
somebody put Ashley, put our email in there for her.
Mhm.
John says, need to learn to grow cookie butter nuts to make your own cookie butter, peanut butter. John's making a joke. Years ago, I was over at John's house and his son Dylan had gone to Trader Joe's and got what we call cracked peanut butter.
Oh,
it's a peanut butter spread.
Good.
It's a peanut butter spread and it is good. He gave me a sample of it and I told him to go F off because he just ruined me. The stuff was that good. It was funny. But we got up here and he sent us some and I was like, oh God. And Sarah don't like peanut butter and Sarah will eat that peanut butter.
We'll eat that peanut butter.
And we had him send some to our friend Claire and Johnny in town and told her beware it's addictive. And she got it. She was cussing them out on Facebook.
Yes.
Because it was good.
To me, peanut butter smells like
peanut butter. Elephant farts. I don't know how she's been that close to an elephant. I don't know. I don't want to know. John says, you go, Sarah. That was awesome. It's in the box. It's in town. Okay. Listen, you two. When you're sleeping in the trapper cabin, John, I can let the bears in lick your toes. Let's see.
But
Matt,
only the small ones can fit the door,
right.
so you'll be fine.
Matt says, Rob, how is the trail clearing coming along down the down trees? Most of the trees are out. I just got to get them cleared and brought back up to the property.
They're
It's,
laying along the sides. Some of
Yeah.
them are still canted like this.
there's some still
And
over
the other
there's still some
trees,
there's still some widowmakers over the trail,
there are.
and it'll take a little while to get them out of there. I will get them out though.
It was a fierce wind this winter. A fierce winter.
Yep. And Chris says, when are you going to continue working on the roof? That'll be this. We're actually going to be ordering the metal this week,
Yes.
and that'll be up here sometime in a week or so after that. And then I just got to be able to get it back up to the house, and that depends on the thaw, which it shouldn't be that much longer for the thaw.
Mhm. We're gonna do. We did one side that really needed
Yeah,
to be
it's
done.
we're gonna do
And
two. We're gonna do two sides
that
this year,
show
and then we'll do another two sides next year.
because the dialots need to be the same
I'm
on
not
those
worried
two.
about the dialogue so much. Devil, I think, is that the devil dog I know? I wonder if it is. It says, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button, folks. Thank you very much, Devil Dog. And I think that's who it is.
Names familiar.
Yeah. I've seen him in, if it's who I think it is, in some of the other live streams and stuff. Let's see. I think you dropped my email, Ashley, and it's take the space out between the curmudgeon and the N, and it'll be good. I go, so sorry, Ashley, they changed it from subscriber.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I haven't changed anything. Anyways, yeah. Wow.
I can't.
I don't know what this is. I got some weird message down at the bottom of the screen.
I can't see it.
Oh well. Oh, it's a referral link. I don't know what the hell all that's about. It's weird. Wow. I didn't realize it's been almost 2 hours already. So we're gonna start winding down.
I've gotten way too giddy.
Okay. He knows who I'm talking about. He's Devil Dog Prepper. He says it's not Eddie from Texas. I'm the other Devil Dog from Ohio. Okay. I just don't know who you are.
Good.
Urban Lady just joined the membership. Thank you very much. Glad to have you on board with us. So if there's any other questions, you gotta get them asked in the next 16, 17 minutes before we go, because we're gonna sign off at 5:30. And I know everybody's got stuff they gotta do, and we gotta talk to a few other people. Let's see. Hey, Craig Parter.
Chilly out here.
It's because the wind picked up a little bit. Good evening. I find a few morels down here on the upper Kenai. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yep.
Clint says, have a great night, evening, everyone. Until next time, stay safe. Take care there, Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
Nice. Aqueduct says, I'm from Akron.
Good.
Kathleen McKinney says, are you enjoying having close neighbors? We don't have neighbors.
We will.
We will with Adam and Phyllis.
And we will enjoy that.
Yeah. Now we get along extremely well with those two, and that's if we like she said, if we had to choose neighbors, it would be Adam and Phyllis.
Absolutely.
For the people that we know up here, and John Hogan be a couple more, and a few other people, but we don't want that many people around us.
No, that's why we're here.
No offense, everybody.
Right.
We like it quiet. Gladys.
We like to chat with you guys, though.
Gladys says, time to go to bed. You all the best. Good night. Good night, Gladys, and we'll be praying for your health.
Yes.
Keep staying strong. Keep fighting it.
Yes. And feel as well as you can.
Rhonda, hello. Sorry, the screen's going up. We get the sunshade down. It's going up, and it's getting where I can't see. Hope you all share martinis again soon. I'll be here. Not a problem, Archaeology Go. We'll talk to you guys soon. You'll see the thing's going up and down in front of me, so if I'm squinting a little bit more, it's because of that. Brenton says, nice hanging out. Yep. Dusty says, signing off myself. Good to see you, Rob and Sarah. Take care, everyone. Take care, Dusty. Everybody's heading out. That's good. Yep. Good to see you all. There's a branch down there and the snow just shifted under it, scared both the dogs. That was funny. Jenna says it was fun, Rob and Sarah and everyone. You all have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. Yes. Blessings to all. Good health. You too. You too.
All of the above.
Well, it looks like everybody's pretty much ready to head out, which is good because I don't want to take up all your time. It is a Saturday night, and some of you it's a Monday morning or later. I think we have some people that might be a little later, I'm not sure, or earlier. So there he is. There's Brook Trout, just showed up.
Hey.
As we're signing off.
Oh,
They're working on call. Plumbing problems never stop. Nope, this is very true, Brook
that's
Trout.
all
I
right.
hope you're doing good. Hopefully, Florida's treating you well. Dorothy says, have a good night. Cool. But yeah, well, I guess we'll cut it off here, guys, and get going. We'll try to start doing the lives a little bit more often. We're so busy this winter, and we're gonna be busy this summer too, but it'll be a little bit funner to be able to sit out here with a number of people and do lives. You know, when John's up here, we'll do lives, you know, and Admin Phillips, I'm sure we'll be doing lives around that campfire and around our campfire out here. And as we drive north and things like that, we will try to do some lives as we're driving. Let's see, Double Duck says, I'm out in the garage doing woodworking, started this up during my recovery from brain surgery. Love it. Very good. You have to share some of the stuff you're doing if you're not already.
We'll come look.
But yeah, we're gonna head out. We're gonna relax a little bit, feed the puppies because they'll be hungry here in about 45 minutes and they'll be screaming and hollering. And we will see you all in the next video, and we'll see you on the next live. And we'll give you a little bit more notice on that one. I'll probably try to give you like 2 weeks. Let's shoot for some time. Well, for sure, if I have signal when we're going up to the North Pole, we'll drop one and we'll start one up as we're driving and talk to you guys. Hey, Arlen, good to see you. Arlen, you showed up.
Hi.
And as we're traveling, we'll try to do one up there. And when we get back, we'll do one, and we'll do one definitely in June when John's here. Probably a couple of them. We'll get a bunch of things done and share it all with you guys. So until then, we will talk to you all soon. Have a good weekend and a good week coming up. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
Bye. Did it end?
Don't know. Still on.
I don't know.